Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome back to the sub-faction multiplayer tournament here that we're going to have pretty much every week, which is quite fun. Unfortunately today, I will say, look at little Nakai in the corner. I know, dude, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Hey, just to let you all know, I'm really under the weather. I've been hit with hay fever really hard, and I'm really struggling. But I'm gonna give you guys the best I can possibly do. So I'm sorry if there's a bit of sniffing in between and all sorts of things. I'm trying to work this mess out, but God, I hate hay fever. Alright, so we're going to be having Ice Power up against Mr. Venge, otherwise known as Bugmanaholic. And it should be good. We're going to be playing on Pillar of Bone, and let's have a look for the rest of the tournament. So looks like we have... Let's have a look. Oh, so Mr. Bob Tresh actually beat Falcon. Interesting. So it's going to be Bob Tresh up against Zypher in one semi-final. It's going to be for Poland and Park Map, Ice Power and Mr. Venge, which is here, and Takayaki with the Vampirates with Sartosa up against AC Moore with the Barrow Legion. So it should be pretty fun. Oh. Alright, so let's get into it. So we're going to be having Chaos up against the Dawi, which is a pretty tough one for the Dawi, I'd say in general. These two are pretty good players. Oh, hopefully that will help. A bit of spray up the nose might help. Because the issue for me, it like really attacks my nose, and it gives me a headache and like really blocks up my head, which is a bit of a shame. Right, so for the Chaos, we are going to have the double Ferramentacle here in the sky, and on the floor we'll be having some Chosen with great weapons. Fantastic. It looks at least two of those with some Chaos Marauders in the front line as well. So Chaos Warriors, Mirror Guard, Chosen Great Weapons, Chaos Warriors as well. So lots of Chaos Marauders with the Great Weapons. Lots and lots of AP basically. We're also going to be having the Chaos Chariots here in the back with an Exalted Hero on foot and Archaon the Ever Chosen. So Archaon the Ever Chosen will also be on foot. He'll be having Flamestorm as well as Fireball and Kindle Flame. Fireball on foot could be quite interesting. Never seen that being utilised too well. But Marauder Horsemen as well. So it's like 2 units of those. Good with dealing with Slayers pretty much. So for the Dawi, we're going to have some Dwarf Warriors in the front line. Quite a few units of those. And we're going to have some Hammerers. It's like 2 units of Hammerers. 3 units of Hammerers. With some Ulthwar Raiders in the back, and the double Organ Guns. Organ Guns are going to be very good. They'll delete those Chosen. Giant Slayers in the back, and some Longbeards with great weapons. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, I have hay fever. So, like, the pollen from, like, flowers and stuff is kicking my butt. I just played for Poland and he just kicked my ass. I was tearing up so much I couldn't see the screen, and I didn't see that my Slayers were getting shot from behind by Chameleon Skinks. So I turned around and I was like, oh no, I didn't see. So they got shot and I was like, oh god. So it really sucks. Right, so we're hopping into this, and obviously here we are going to be coming forward and unleash the Organ Guns. I'm going to go over these boys as they fight. I love the sound of them. They are just so awesome. Let's get in here. Look at the sound of them. They just sound like real manly cannons, you know. They just really want to just rip down front and just shut down these elite Looks like they're going to be moving. I'm not just sure why the cannon crews do this. They've moved a little bit sideways, but they have to turn around the whole thing. They could just pull it backwards. That'd be so much faster. But yeah, they've got a little bit of a grudge there on the side. But it looks like they're going to be shooting the Marauder Horsemen here on the left-hand side, and the Chaos Chariots are going to be painful. They want to get up here in the trees and then run away. Then the Arthur Raiders are good because they have this ability, which is pretty cool. We'll quickly pop into it as we have a second. Then you have the Marked by Allthwart, giving the negative 30 armor, negative missile resistance, and a negative missile parry, which means they'll basically be losing those shields. As you can see over the top, we have all that skirmish at the top here. Good luck, have fun from both sides. Fantastic. And then, yeah, so double Ferromanticles will be coming over, and they'll be perfect to deal with the Allthwart Raiders. But of course, you have the big Ungrim Iron Fist in the middle. Ungrim's been a little bit slow here to the action, but it looks like here the Allthwart Raiders with the great weapons do also have some good melee AP as well, so they should be able to punch. In the front here, the Dwarf Warriors are not going to hold long. We have Chosen, Chaos Warriors, and also Chaos Marauders with the great weapons. Where are those Chosen? Can't see the Chosen over here on the left. They can fight against Hammers. Oh, a very nice Flamestorm in the back here. Flamestorm was going all over the Giant Slayers, and it's really wrecks those Giant Slayers. Fantastic Flamestorm there. But we have some more Longbeards in the back to help deal with the Chaos Ferromantical. Hammers coming through to the front. They really need to aid. As you can see, the Chaos Marauders' great weapons trying to come around the flanks. They have no armor, and they'll chew very effectively up against Hammerers for cost. Looks like they're trying to catch them as well on a short speed there. 28 speed, so not too bad. Longbeard's been the slowest in the faction, of course, at 26. But as you can see here, these Giant Slayers are going to have no fun. You're going to have all sorts of kiting here coming from the Horsemen in the trees. And the Giant Slayers are going to come to the front and try and take on those Chaos Chariots. In the front, looks like we're going to have Slap against Slap. We're going to be having Ungrim fighting against Archaon, the Ever-Chosen, and the Exalted Hero. We have no Slayer of Kings, though, so not going to have that big sword coming in today. But getting his ass handed to him, it's going to be Ungrim. Ungrim's going to get his cheeks slapped thoroughly here from the Ferromanticore, as well as Archaon and the Exalted Hero. In the back, though, pushing in on top of the Organ Guns, which is painful to see. We're going to have Marauder Horsemen, Giant Slayers trying to defend, but we're going to have Chaos Marauders, and we're also going to be having the Mirror Guard coming through into the back. So we have a broken unit of Allthwart Raiders. They do have some good speed, so let's have a look. 33 speed, so they should be able to get away. We also have some Dwarf Forest nice and close. You can send them in, and certainly help there. Balance of power here going to be in the Chaos favour. It is pretty Chaos favoured, and unfortunately, I mean, Archon the Ever-Chosen is quite nice in this Chaos build, and this is going to be a fantastic spell coming in. Flamestorm, I imagine, yeah. Flamestorm's very good, good armor piercing, good at dealing with Hammerers and co. In the back here, we have broken some Longbeard great weapons, broken some Dwarf Warriors. The problem with Dwarf Warriors, they're fantastic, and they do hold, but they really don't do any punch back. As you can see, a lot of these guys here are going to be pretty healthy. And Archaon was slapping here up against Ungrim. Balance of power is also going to be affected by that as well. But it looks like you have lost the Exalted Hero here. So the problem is Ungrim. Oh my god, he's getting him. Oh, and there's magic damage though by Archaon. So that can also be negated slightly as well. Hammers will do some good work up against Archaon. They definitely have some good stuff for themselves. It looks like the Chaos Ferromanticore is coming in. 72 HP left for Ungrim. Can Ungrim put the punch on? It depends. Big punch went down, so is it going to break? No. Balance of power has really shifted, and they will hold to the end. But well played here for the Dawi. This is such a difficult matchup. I think 2 units of artillery is maybe a little bit too much, but I think 1 organ gun here or a flame cannon can work really nicely at deleting Chosen. How you doing, Bob? Logic is drunk. I feel drunk at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. I feel that bad. I feel drunk. I only warmed up before. Yeah, dude. I didn't have a single game. I didn't have a single game either. I've been too busy today. I wish I had more time to warm up. Although to be fair, playing the game today was really cool. Like, Fort Poland has really showed me that I need to revise my Dawi build, which is kind of cool. I really need to look at it again and go back over it against up against the Lizardmen. But 977 here for Ungrim. Nothing pretty much for the front line. 240, 200, 300 for the Longbeards. 1,000, 477, 1.5 here for the Hammerers. I thought it was 4 Hammerers, but 1,028. Giant Slayers 650, 44 here. You can see most of it just got crumped upon, and there just wasn't. There was unfortunately the Dwarf Warriors. So you kind of need great weapons. I do like just normal Dwarf Warriors. They can deal with like they can deal with Chaos Marauders with great weapons. They will trade effectively, but the AP they'll just do better. I think their stats are a lot better. These guys got lots of melee defense, but they really don't have much punch, unfortunately. And also, if they do happen to come across, say, like Chaos Warriors, they're just screwed, is the only problem in this particular matchup. But obviously, if you go lots of great weapons, then you're losing 50 points per model, so it's pretty painful. So I apologise for the poor casting, if it is poorer than usual. I am thoroughly struggling. But let's move on. So, good win there for Ice Power. We'll be through to the semi-final. We have Bob Tresh against Cypher. I don't know if those two are ready now. Let's see if we can hop into those. I don't know if Bob's going to be ready. Well, I know they've been waiting the longest, so... I'll find you, Bob. Are you ready to go, Bob? See if we can find you here, shall we? So I was waiting for these guys. I'll put a nice picture on that were there were a couple that were sent in actually. This one was pretty cool from the last time, so let's put that one on. That was a pretty nice picture that was sent in by Hammond, I believe it was. So that was a pretty nice one. Alright, well it looks like Zypher and Bob have fallen asleep, so we'll try and see if we can find somebody else. Right, so it would look like we have... Let's see if we can get hold of For Poland and Park Map. Right, looks like Zypher's in. I don't know what's happened with Bob. I can't see For Poland online. And I can't see Park Map. So just waiting to see if any of these guys are going to join. Hey Bob, how you doing? Are you both eating still? Oh, okay, no worries. Then we'll yeah, no worries, dude. No worries. Oh, it looks like Bob's ready. So I know you were both eating, which is fine. Alrighty. So we're looking to here, and let's check. Looks like Bob is going to be playing the Last Defender, so he'll be playing Lizardmen and Nagarai for the High Elves here for Zypher. Perfect. I do apologise again. I feel awful. So I think I'll wait until I feel a bit better for the next live stream, because I feel dreadful today. I'm debilitating. I feel like a summoned zombie. I feel like a zombie that's just getting wrecked. Oh. The problem is, like, my whole body's gone into like overdrive. I don't really understand like the whole mechanics behind hay fever. Like, for me, it doesn't really make sense as like somebody who understands a lot of human biology. Like, for me, it doesn't personally make sense. Like, it's not a threat to your body, but your body reacts in such a volatile way, it just doesn't make any sense. My body physically goes into overdrive, and it just I don't know, it just shuts itself down pretty much. Like, just prevents you from doing anything sensible. Like, it completely kills any productivity I have. But it's no threat to my body. It's no threat to my health. It's no threat to anything. But I feel so awful. Like, I feel so bad. Like, I can't even go on a walk properly. Yeah. Yeah, dude, the Warhammer's ingrained on me at this point. I guess they are like biological mechanics, though, you know? My mechanics are a bit rusty, dude. Just gonna give me like the worst build. I haven't been patched in a while, dude. No one's updated me. I feel like I mean, you know what they say, like, you are a reflection of your faction, right? I've just been left out to dry for ages. Oh, hey Phoenix, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I got hay fever, like, really badly, and it gets to the point where, like, my throat will get like itchy and painful, and like my nose will just go into overdrive. My ears actually, I get massive headaches. I get really congested, and it just, like, my body just I don't know what it does. It really attacks itself, and it really puts me in a state of being quite ill. And but the problem is, like, pollen and stuff like that has no true threat on my body. Yeah, it is kind of sort of a little bit of an allergic reaction, but it's not to a point that it's going to kill me. But what it does is it completely incapacitates me to the point where I can't do anything. I can't speak properly. I went out for a walk earlier with a friend and just destroyed me. Yeah, basically, Nurgle's come through and just absolutely wrecked me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Nurgle just came in and went, that was it. No, you play well, Venge. I think that's a tough one for the Dawi. I really do. Unfortunately, in that matchup, I think like I like one organ gun. But, like, here's the thing, right? Like, I was talking to Full Poland. Full Poland came through with a build against my Dawi where he brought Saurus, and he didn't bring Croxagore and the Red-Crested Skinks, which is like what I've seen him do before. So I kind of prepared for that build, and he brought in Saurus and then a whole bunch of other things. And it's maybe I had to really, like, rethink my build. Like, last time I played Chaos, I won because I just went with one organ gun, and then I just had to have mass AP everywhere, like AP Dwarf Warriors, AP Longbeards, and yeah. I also realized, like, playing up against, like, Lizardmen, you can't have too many, like, Slayers, because they just get shot and they just don't get their value. And there's some certain things that I've changed, and that's why I like playing all sorts of different people, because you bring, like, loads of different builds, and it's all pretty cool. But how you doing, Phoenix? How you doing, Vince? Hope you guys are having a good day today. I was banging on ice, bringing 6 skirmish cav. Yeah, I think bringing too much skirmish cav in that game's a mistake. Reload skill basically increases the speed at which units can fire again. So if they fire, reload, fire again. So it's the time. It shortens the time between fires, basically. If you go over something's weapon strength, over something's missile strength, it will show you how long it takes between each fire. And what reload skill does is shortens that time. Part map, you're going to be next, buddy. You're going to be next. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Apologies as well for being ill. For everybody else that is joining, anybody that's going to be joining, I'm sorry, I'm struggling. If I'd struggled this hard earlier, I probably wouldn't have streamed. I don't know. I might have collected all of these and just done them as a video. Hey, Moore, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I think I'm starting to stabilise, but I'm losing my voice so quickly. Is the problem. We'll go over my Dawi build in a minute. I'll go through it. So we have some chameleon skinks in the front, and then we have 2 units of pterodon riders. Is that fighting exploders? No, just normal ones. Was there fighting exploders, or did I make that up? No, it's like I made that up. So 3 units of the normal ones with the poison, 2 chameleon skinks. Looks like we have the Legion of Jaquai with that 44% missile resistance. Timber Guard in the front line, there's like 3 units of those as well. We also gonna have Skink Chief, Slar Mage of Light for those nets. And yeah, pretty wicked build. And the Devil Bastillodon Solar Engine. Oh no. Oh yeah, Devil Bastillodon Solar Engine. Cool. Interesting build. So for the High Elves, we're going to have Elif and Nar as well as the Major Light. We're going to be having some Spearmen here with some Rangers, as well as the White Lions. Let's take 4 units of those, as well as some Archers, Sisters of Avalon, which are looking pretty tasty. Elif and I here will be having Darkens. Yeah, Darkens the Sky is always good. Slippery and Handmaiden of the Ever Queen. What's she gonna have? She'll also have reload skill as well. So she'll have +5 melee attack, +5 reload skill, 10% base weapon damage, and more reload skill. Yeah, so you're getting like shed tons of reload skill. So if we look here, so if we look for the Sisters of Avalon and we go, I think it's on their missile strength. Yeah, so reload time is 9 seconds. But when we go into game, that'll be faster, because then all the buffs will be apparent. So we'll check that in a minute. But we have some more Spearmen in the back with some Dragon Princes and Elifana. Hey, Caradoc, how you doing? Yeah, so for anybody that's watching, maybe for the first time, this isn't what I'm like normally. I'm just incredibly ill. So bear with me, bear with me. I can already tell I'm losing my voice. So yes, respect for the handmaiden. Caradoc loves his handmaidens. He's such a handmaiden simp, dude. But yeah, we also have the Major Light, who's just going to have Nets of Amatog and Fair's Protection, which should be pretty good. Fair's Protection is pretty good for Rangers. Makes Rangers actually pretty strong. How you doing, Nick? Is it Zypher? Yes, this is Zypher. So Zypher's on the right here with the High Elves and Nagaraith, and on the left here we have Mr. Bob Tresh with the Last Defenders. So quite fun. Well, good luck, have fun from both sides. I really like to see that. That's really nice from both people. So we'll pop in here and see what the reload skill has. I'm surprised you're going to, like, so for example here from Zypher, having him in the front is not helpful. Because if you're going to get Dark in the Skies and you're going to put your money into that, you want Dark in the Skies here at the back where your range is. Because you're going to have Archers and 2 units of Sisters. You're not going to get Dark in the Sky buff. I can see why he's in front because he wants to shoot and get his value. But he's basically like an artillery piece. He's got 300 range. Like, he doesn't need to be forward. He just needs to come back here and help. So what Lifana really wants to do is maybe try to take out some of the heroes like the Skink Chief, or maybe just target down the Slar Mage of Life. That should be really the target. Well, he's doing some really good damage up against the Pterodon Riders though. I'm not sure what weapon strength he's got. He's got 458 armor piercing as well, yeah. So maybe taking out a model a go here. No, not quite, but just doing some tremendous damage. That's good. That's really good stuff. Those rock drops are going to be super important. So actually maybe focusing them down is not a bad idea. Coming forward though is going to be the Community Kings. They're going to try and poke here up against the White Lions to chase. It's not going to be too important for them, but shooting into the Rangers will be. Big hits in the middle on the Archers. They really want to be focusing down the Sisters. The one issue with Sisters in this matchup, especially with Bastillodons that can be on board, is the fact that they don't have Stalk. If you went with the other units that I can't remember that are specific to Nagaraith, you can actually bring very expensive ones that have poison, that are good at, that have Stalk. So the net is going to be good down with the Light Wizard. And coming forward here will be slowly the Lizardmen. They aren't going to be shooting, so they're fine where they are. But I think here, I think the Lizardmen, I think the High Elves have to come forward. I think they have to come forward. They need to come forward and especially delete the solar engines. Solar engines is going to be painful if you allow them to be. Trying to shoot here in the sky. Pretty accurate, though, are the Sisters of Avalon. They have some pretty decent accuracy, for sure. It's not really stuff you can check, but in general, I don't see them miss very much. If you go campaign units, they're by far the best campaign units in the game, in my opinion. I think they're super ridiculously strong. So you're going to be shooting here in the sky up against the Pterodon Riders, doing some good work. Looks like going to be down to... So still 8 there, 8 in the front, and I can't see this one. So 7 there, so we've lost a model. So that's one rock drop that's gone down, which is pretty important. So shots going in the front here, and they're going to absolutely decimate these Star Chamber Guardians. And they only have 85 armor. Yeah, they have that bronze shield, but 85 armor is not much when you're talking Sisters of Avalon. Shield of the old one's going down there for that 22% damage resistance and the leadership. And it looks like here we got the Rangers in the pockets. Coming over the top is going to be the Pterodons that are hopefully going to get some rock drops in here. I haven't seen any rock drops yet. Looks like a net's going down in the back. With looks like a banishment as well. So a fantastic net and a banishment on the Dragon Princes. This is going to be really painful here for Zypher. Oh, yikes. That was a brilliant play there from Bob. Just showing his experience, his cool, calm temperament here, and really shifting that balance of power there with that very nice banishment. These need healing, but I don't think there's any healing here. So you're going to be taking expensive units such as Dragon Princes. I really think you need healing in this matchup. The rear charges here coming up against the Temple Guards. Some good work there. 80 charge from these bad boys. Big shots coming in the back here up against the Sisters of Avalon. And here, your ladies here with the bows certainly need some spearman help for sure. Looks like here we've lost some rangers. We're also going to be losing some Sisters of Avalon due to fear. They don't have that immune to psychology as far as I'm aware. So no immune to psychology. But we still have a Lifanar on board. So Lifanar can certainly shoot here. He's not going to be able to take down the Bastiladon, so you probably have to forget about those. But is he shooting here against the Skink Chief? No. He's shooting up against the Toilet Chair, and I think that's a good choice. Get one of those Winds of Magic. That banishment there absolutely decimated him. Your White Lions here are struggling up against the Legion of Jaquar. They have some pretty good bonuses, but they're also going to be getting shot and aided as well here by the Chameleon Skinks and Co. And here, just going to be slowly poking away at the Mage of Light is going to be the Skink Chief. And the Skink Chief just fires much faster. It's a real pain in the butt, and it has that good poison and stalk. It's just such a pain to deal with. Especially you put one of these bad boys on a Pterodon and you don't have enough range to deal with it. That thing is a ginormous pain in your backside. Really good stuff here. Sisters of Avalon getting popped on by the Pterodon Riders. Bob playing very, very well here with the Lizardmen, putting on an absolute display today. Some fantastic stuff, and I really do like to see Bob play, because he is such a good player. If anybody wants to get good at Lizardmen, Bob or Rebel War are two very good people for you guys to watch. Lots of volleys going down the front here up against the White Lion to chase, and it looks like here that is going to be army losses. But what a fantastic game from Zypher. I liked his build. I think he needed to pressure a little bit quicker there and shut down, you can shut down the Lord, etc., and all the other good stuff. So well played. Zypher getting 1.2 here from Elithanar. It's like going to get 666 from the Handmaiden. Nothing from the front line. 380, 370, 360. And it's like 280, 450 here from the Archers. And 220, 250 from the Sisters of Avalon. And only 380 from the Dragon Princes. 760 here from the Slan. That would have almost entirely been from that banishment, which was bloody awesome there, with that net and the banishment on top of the Dragon Princes. Almost entirety of that would have been on those Dragon Princes. 810 just smashing there up against the Mage of Light, with 1.2 here for the Temple Guard. It's like 1,000 for the Star Chambers and 1,100 for Temple Guard. 180 and 430 for the Chameleon Skinks. 360, 340 and 340 for the Pterodon Riders, with 217 here for the Legion of Jaquar. 1,383, as well as 1,049 for the Bastiladon solo engines, which are really, really cool in this meta, I must admit. They are really, really decent. Really well played. So it looks like we have Park Map in, and I believe he's playing the big bad for Poland. So for Poland, you're up, buddy? I can't see you online. Let me just sort this out. And let me put on... no, let me put on a nice screen bucket here. Yes, let's get this one up. Perfect. Alright, let's jump in with you guys then. So it's like full Poland is in. We're going to be playing on Prague again. So it should be pretty nice. Damn Sister's so easy to shut down. Yeah, I could agree with full Poland there. You need some backline harass with bolt throwers. I think 2 bolt throwers and 2 Sisters of Avalon might have been quite nice there. 2 bolt throwers to certainly put pressure on top of the Bastillodons, and then the Sisters can put some good pressure on everything else, big dino-wise. I apologise for all the sniffing. I'm sorry, it is awful. I would try not to. I've just turned my camera off at the moment because I feel dreadful. Or at least until I sort myself out. Well played for Poland. Well played, Bob. Though that was awesome. That was an awesome display of how to use the Lizardmen. All right. Well, looks like these boys are ready. So let's hop into it. And let's get it rumbling. Thanks, Carolock. I appreciate that. That's okay, Zypher. If you want, because I need to practice Lizardmen, we could play a little bit later on if you like. And I've got some Lizardmen to practice. Sorry, somebody messaged me. Right, let's hop in. So, here we have some more Pterodon Riders in the sky. Fantastic here for the Lizardmen. Looks like we have 2 units. 4 units of Chameleon Skinks. We have 2 units of the Cold One Spear Riders. We're also going to have some Saurs here. There's like 5 units in the front line with a unit of 2 units of Skink cohorts and Tehenuin. But Tehenuin in the sky this time. Before he brought Tehenuin on a cold one against me. So it looks like we're going to have some Dark Riders here. Looks like 2 units. We're going to be having 3 units of Dread Spears in the front with a nice elite unit of Blackguard of Nagarond. Oh, we're going to be having 2 today with a unit of the Sisters of Singing Doom. So these lovely, lovely ladies here with their nice, I don't know if that's like pinky ginger, but pinky ginger hair for sure. They will be having, of course, that Frenzy with a nice physical resistance, Madness of Cain, and that nice infantry bonus. The bonus for anti-large armor piercing, a very elite Blackguard of Nagron with that 100 armor. And in the back we're going to have some Dark Riders with some repeater crossbows, and also some Cold One Dread Knights. So really, really good stuff here. The only issue I see from this build is how they're going to deal with 5 units of Saurus Warriors. Maybe Part Map's got something up his sleeve, I'm not too sure. Right, ready, good luck, have fun, let's do this. So as I said, everyone's here going to be in the back. They're going to try and just sit on top of these Reaper here over crossbows if they possibly can. But they have 115 range here up against 90. So it'll be certainly more painful here for the boys in the sky. They'll be getting absolutely ripped apart with these Dark Riders. So the Dark Riders are going to have a choice. They're going to have to try and deal with the Chameleon Skinks, or they're going to have to try and deal with the Pterodons here in the back. So there's going to be a bit of a poke in the front here up against the Dread Spears. Dread Spears will certainly get shot here from this poison, and it will be painful. Chameleon Skins are going to really struggle to find good engagements. They'll do some good work up against the Dark Riders. They'll go good at slowing down the Cold One Knights, and they'll certainly help the Cold One Spear Riders. Preservation of Godon coming in here from Zahenowin, as he does have nice spells. Also Flock of Doom here, Arcane Conduit, and Stand Your Ground. So he'll have some good spells coming through. And what would be really nice if we get the Fairy Manticore in here to help, as there's also going to be a Sorceress of Beast here from the Dark Elves, and I actually didn't see what the Lord choice was. So it's going to be Crone Hellebron on the floor with all of her items, including her AP option. So there's going to be another one coming in as well here. So it's going to be some Fairy Manticore and Fairy Manticore action. A little bit of poison here to maybe help one if you can. Get that extra bit of poke, and you're also going to be having the Pterodon Riders in the sky. You have Zahenowin as well, that can also help here up against the Fairy Manticore. But Fairy Manticore is going to be charging here. Okay, this is going to be charging after the Cold One Spear Riders, or maybe going to come assist here with the Saurus Warriors. On the flanks here, the Skink Cohorts are going to be a little bit slow to get around the sides, but they're going to be getting around nonetheless. And shooting in here with that AP is going to be the Dark Riders repeater crossbows. Now, if they're going to be shooting in here, I probably want to get my Pterodon Riders. See if you get a nice rock drop here. A rock drop over the top would be fantastic up against these Dark Riders and would really shut them down. Looks like here in the front you have lost the Saurus Warriors due to that terror, thanks to the Sisters of Singing Doom and also the Black Gareth Nagorond. The Sisters of Singing Doom really do chomp through stuff pretty effectively. Looks like here the Fairy Manticore is going to be going after the Sorceress of Beast, and that's some good stuff. If you manage to break her with that terror, it will prevent her from summoning any more of those Manticores, which is going to be quite nice for you. Looks like the Gazer Malice is going down, I believe that's what it's called. No, Gazer Cane's going to be going down for the increased melee attack, base weapon damage, and armor piercing. Going to be causing everything to rampage here in this pocket, but fighting up against the Saurus Warriors, just going to be some excellent stuff there for the Dark Elves. As well in the pocket, looks like the Dark Riders are going to be fighting here up against some Cold One Eyes. They have broken them, and they will be assisting them from their removal of the field. I think that's a second Fairy Manticore coming in. Yeah, that is going to be a second one here for Poland, and this second one could certainly help chase off the Sorceress of Beast, or maybe even come try and snipe out Crone Hellebron. Crone Hellebron will be on the floor. She's used all of her abilities now. She only has 15 armor, and this bad boy can certainly do some work. It's a bit risky sending into Zahenowin because he could comfortably lose, but you don't care really if you lose the Fairy Manticore if you do some good damage here on the Crone Hellebron. Looks like the Dark Riders are, with the shields could do some good work at protecting the Sorceress, because it could do with getting her back and getting in another summon, but I don't think you're going to get really that opportunity to do so. And being you're not going to get the opportunity to do so, it's going to get a little bit difficult here. Because that other Fairy Manticore can be very handy. So she's gone from the battlefield now, and what it helps now is to try and maybe see if you can get rid of some of this cavalry. Gets rid of some of this mobility, try and get some of them out of control back. You still have a lot of Chameleon Skinks online, trying to see if you can help protect them. Looks like a unit of Saurus Warriors will be fighting. They do have pretty low melee attack, but they can be pretty decent in general. Good hit there on top of Crone Hellebron. If you do manage to punch her melee defense, you're pretty much going to get your full weapon strength here from the Fairy Manticore, which is always pretty decent in this matchup. And Fairy Manticores are excellent at just sniping lords, heroes, all sorts of things that are pretty weak. Dark Rider is still going to be shooting here up against the nice expensive Saurus Warriors. And Chameleon's just going to be helping do some good damage up against the Cold One Knights in the front. Fairy Manticore taking a bit of a punch back, but you do have some Chameleon Skinks as well as the Saurus here fighting up against Crone. Crone has Rampage. She does have the Witch Brew going down as well, which means she will be maintaining in combat here with all those nice stats. We're fighting up against infantry. You're still going to be one model here up against 41, so there's still lots to take care of. So what's going down here? So I've got Flock of Doom in the back up against these Dark Riders. The weaker the unit's going to be, the more damage it's going to take there from Flock of Doom, the less chance they have of resisting it. So going to be some good value there as they're down to about half health. And it looks like here we are going to be chasing off some Black Gareth Nagorons. Now you need to get your Pokeboys forward, and you need to start shooting here into the lightly armoured Dark Riders with repeater crossbows. They're only 30 armour for these bad boys, so shooting them comfortably could be quite nice. You also have your Pterodon Riders as well. Get those in there with that fear and really help out the Skinky Boys on the front line. Chameleons, though, are going to be pretty much the last defense here up against all of this trash. You also have Sisters of Singing Doom and the cheap and cheerful Dark Riders. No shields from them, actually. I thought there were shields, but no shields from them, meaning the big poke here from the Pterodon Riders can be quite painful. So you're really going to need to head on here to help clean up, but oh, it's looking pretty dire, though, for the Lizardmen. There's really not much left on board. I think that was a pull from somebody. That was a pull, I think. It was a pull from Part Map. Okay, I thought Part Map could certainly get back into that. That's very interesting. I'm a little bit surprised, if I'm honest. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought part map had the mobility advantage. Yeah, we'll play both of them. Yeah, indeed, indeed, For Poland. You played excellent today, buddy. Well played. Well played. Alright, so for the last match today, we are going to be having... We'll just throw that in there. So, good victory from For Poland. And then we'll be having AC Moore. Fantastic. It's always nice to have more back in the chat. Let's get more back involved. Can I find more? No, I can't see you more. You might. I don't know if you can see me, buddy. Let me just put something in the chat. No, just need more, won't it? And his opponent is... Oh, Takoyaki. Nice. Ah, Takoyaki's in. Perfect. Apologies again. This is bothering me, let alone you guys. Ball throwers would have hurt me against this army. No, so this is the quarters, Caradox, so this is the quarterfinals, and then we'll be doing the semi-finals next, which will be for Poland against Bob Tress, which will be Cult of Sotek up against the Last Defenders, and then it'll be Ice Power up against either AC Moore up against or Takoyaki. So then there'll be 2 semi-finals, just best of ones, and then the best of one final. Yeah, best of one final, which should be pretty cool. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's a tough one. I think you done. I think you had some good stuff there, Park Map, for sure. I actually thought you could get back into it. Like, I understand you're going to get some pokes from the Chameleon Skinks, but you certainly could have got back into it. I thought. I didn't think it was over for you. So we're just going to be waiting for more. Let's pop a nice screenshot here, and I'll try and get another one in as well. We had some really nice ones in from some people. So let's get that one in. Yet again, I apologise for my illness. But guys, for anybody that is watching that is enjoying the content so far, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe as well. If you are enjoying all of the content here you're seeing on the channel, it really, really does help. So feel free to do that whilst we wait here in this moment. Yeah, I think it's pretty hard for TK. I agree with that part map. I think there's 2 factions in the future that are really going to struggle. I think one of them is going to be Dwarfs, because Beastmen and Lizardmen are going to get some more units and better units to do against the Dawi, and also against the Dark Elves. And yeah, I just think Dawi and Dark Elves are going to get worse, because of also like Beastmen's going to get buffed Lizardmen are going to get buffed even further. I think there are two factions that are pretty hard hitting against both factions as well. That's big stuff. More is in. Right, let me go sort myself out because I'm a mess at the moment. And I'll be back in a moment. Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm trying to sort my life out. What factions get up and date in the future? This is it. So for Total War Warhammer 2, this is the last DLC. This is the last update. There's nothing else coming. I think there might be like some hot fixes maybe in the future. So like before Total Warhammer 3, let's say like midway through, there might be some hotfix changes for any of the stuff coming in. Hopefully Game 3 focuses on cross-game Lord packs more. I think it's also really difficult for CA. They have to pick from lore, right? They have certain things they can and can't pick from lore, whereby I wouldn't even really call them. I mean, you could probably call them a very low C tier. Now, if I'm truthfully honest, like Dawi and Dark Elves are D tier. F tier has got to be Beastmen. If High Elves aren't a D tier, they're certainly a very low C tier. They struggle a lot. They have one or two matchups they're excellent in. They have one matchup they're excellent in, a few they're okay in, and the rest they just struggle. In my personal opinion, they've only got one way of playing, which is like an elite box, and because they're just so super elite. I just think that at the top level they really struggle. Now, if you take the Bretonian example, Bretonian have everything that they've got and better. How you doing, Chase? Hope you're doing well, buddy. And I think Beastmen are getting a more than deserved update, for sure. Beastmen have some good matchups for sure. Dawi being one of them. They have a good matchup. They do pretty well against High Elves. I don't know if they have any excellent matchups. They used to dumpster Beastmen. Beastmen used to dumpster Wood Elves. Right, Bob, you'll be next. So we are playing Takoyaki and AC Moore, and then you're next, Bob. You're next. So welcome, everybody. I'll say this again just before we start. If you feel like you're enjoying the content, and I do apologise, I am super ill. If you are still enjoying the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Right, looks like AC Moore is ready. Yeah, Beastmen vs Skaven is, I wouldn't say it's excellent. It's not like High Elves against VC. Excellent, but like, it's good. But it's not brilliant, I would say. But then it's a tough one, you know, for Beastmen. That's why Beastmen are like F tier. They don't have any excellent matchups. There's no guaranteed like matchup they're going to win. It's not like Dawi against Empire, or it's not like High Elves against. It's not like High Elves against VC. It's nothing guaranteed. There's nothing that goes, oh, they should win this 95% of the time. You know, they don't have those matchups. And they have so many good counters against them. Like, if you take Beastmen as an example, Lizardmen and the Triple Undead factions, super good. Britonia, pretty good, I think, in my personal opinion. They have some good stuff against Britonia, but for a good Britonia player, they really struggle. Alright, so something really, really cool here. So we are going to be having the Vampire Counts with the Terror Goose here in the sky, and also 3 units of Fellbats. And also, it looks like we're going to be having the Stroggy Ghoul King. We're going to be having the Corpse Cart Bellfire with the Sternsman Graveguard, some more Graveguard here in the front, some Crypt Ghouls, just like 3 units of Crypt Ghouls, and some Zombies. So pretty good with the double Banshee. Just like one here is going to be naked, and the second one is going to be naked as well. So no banner of them for the Naked 4 leadership. And something that's even cooler is we are going to be seeing some nice VP. And we're going to be seeing the Sartosa specifically, which have Sartosa Free Company Militia. And they also have Sartosa Free Company. So they're going to be having some Zombie Pirate Deckhands in the front line. And that seems to be it. Looks like we're going to have some Sartosa Free Company, which is fantastic. These boys are going to be bonus for infantry, anti-infantry. Where are they? I can't see them. Oh, they are. They're in the middle pocket. So they're going to be bonus for infantry, anti-infantry, and they're also going to have Rowdy, which gives them that nice perfect vigor, and that increased the leadership, which is actually really handy and something that is not often seen here in undead factions. They're also going to be having Gunnery Whites. Is that just the one or the two? Also, they're going to have a Vampire Fleet Captain there with the polearm, and we're going to be having a Gunnery White there with Scab Scrape. We'll also be having some Deck Gunners. Some Depth Guard polearms. Okay, so Depth Guard polearms should be pretty decent. And the Bloody Reaver decks. Oh, Bloody Reaver decks are going to be really cool in this. They have their, I forget what it's called, but they're, oh, Enrage. And they're also going to have the Hunger. With some normal deckhand mobs with the polearms on the flanks. So it's going to be just a single Gunnery. I think double Gunnery Whites are good in almost any matchup. And they're very good in this because Scab Scrape is just excellent at dealing with cheap and cheerful chaff. Alright, so this should be an interesting one. Undead against Undead. I'm pretty sure this favours the VC, but yeah, it should be interesting. Should be interesting. High Elves do have stalk options to not get sniped. They do. They have lots of stalk options. The one thing that is nice about High Elves is they have a lot of good elite options. The problem is everything they've got is good elite options. Alright, so shooting straight out the gate, we are going to be seeing the Deck Gunners. Yeah, that's just going to be targeting the zombies. But, I think shooting the Terror Goose might be a little bit better. You know, as much as I like my chaff being shot, I prefer it to be in the sky. These boys have got blue shorts, though, which is, you know, very colourful. Kind of wish the Terror Goose was wearing blue shorts, but, you know, it's not going to happen there. Alright. Gunnery White as well also has like 434 armor piercing weapon strength. This boy can be very good. Oh, listen, we do have two. We do have two. Beg your pardon, we do have two. And double Scab Scrape, which is what I expect. It's what I expect. Shame they don't have really anything to do with the Banshees. I think the ROR Deck Gunners, the I forgot what they're called, but the ones that do magic damage, the ethereal ones, can also be really good in this setup. The only problem is they are very susceptible to Spirit Leeches and all kinds of things. So that's why we have Spirit Leech, Invocation of the Heck, and the Summon here for the Terror Goose. So lots of shots going down here on top of the Banshee. The Banshee's just taking lots of free damage there. Not much health pool for these boys, but a good heal there will put them up the top for sure. Frontline is coming. We're trying to get some of the Crypt Ghouls around the flank. The RL Crypt Ghouls actually have Vanguard, I believe, and they have some good poison, and they can, you know, maybe come into the back here and push immediately. Sartosa Free Company Militia are actually going to be a good answer here to the Graveguard. They will lose because obviously they don't have that armor, but they'll still do like pretty decent damage. In the back here, looks like the Terror Goose has hopped on. This is where you need to get the Gunnery Whites involved. Maybe get the Sartosa Free Company Militia trying to see if you can help there. We do have a summon of the Gunnery mobs here as well, which will be decent at shooting here up against the Stroggy Ghoul King. Stroggy Ghoul King does actually have that very good regeneration as well. But in the pocket, the Banshee's going to be struggling. -7 leadership. He will be crumbling just slightly. And in comes the Stroggy Ghoul King. He's going to be coming after the Vampire Fleet Captain. Hold on. Bonus for Starch anti-large with that armor piercing. And also looks like here in the pocket we are going to have the Bloody Reaver Dex. The Bloody Reaver Dex will absolutely carve apart this Stroggy Ghoul King. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a play. Looks like they're going for the sniper top of the Vampire Fleet Captain. But unfortunately here, going to be taking truckloads of damage. It's going to be the Stroggy Ghoul King. Over here on the left, it looks like he's going to be running away with Invocation of the Heck, going to be leaving the double depth Guardian here to fight. And unfortunately, the Banshees are going to be struggling. We do have the Quartz Cart nice and close by, giving that plus the melee attack and melee defense, with also the Fellbats in the back here, just trying to shut down the deck gunners. No support for them, nothing anywhere near here. You probably should have kept at least one unit nice and close, but they're going to go down for free. You also have the Sartosa Free Company Military in the back, trying to help here with the deck and pole arms. And you have the nice Lord here in the front trying to help cleave apart all sorts of Graveguard. Good targeting here from Takayaki, getting in the back here and trying to shut down the Corpse Cart Bellfire. That's really, really important. Reducing those stats for as long as possible is really nice. Also, the Banshees here are going to be struggling. You could just keep healing these Banshees, but they'll get very close to the healing cap. They have a very low healing pool. They only actually get 1.7k worth of that Invocation of the Heck, which is not very much. It's not very much considering their cost. Coming in for the strike is going to be the Terror Goose, and the Terror Goose is going to be both going to be trying to come on top of the Vampire Fleet Captain. One's a jet going down there, but unfortunately I think this could be very troublesome here for the Vampire Fleet Captain. Spirit is going down as well, so fantastic there. This could be the snipe you're looking for. Terror Goose is really punching through that line. Where are those decks? There they are. So the Death God are nice and close. Death God really need to support here. One Banshee here is going to be down to -11 leadership, so he will be getting an absolute punch, and this is complete. I am not a fan of Fellbats, but this is just the definition of the undead. Like it just pains me to see it. But here we go. In the back, we are going to be seeing the Vampire Fleet Captain. He will be going down here up against the nice air squad. Looks like Speculum going down there for the negative melee attack, melee defense. And going to be going down on both. There's going to be an overcast area of effect here, which is quite nice. I don't know what sort of winter magic that will cost, but let me say it's pretty painful. So it looks like we have a nice scab scrape here going down up against the zombies, so that's doing some good value. Nothing really much up against the Graveguard, too much armor for them for scab scrape to be too important. But the Vampire Fleet Captain does go down. The Banshees are pretty close as well. One Banshee's near its healing cap, the other one is just so healthy. And the fact here that you didn't bring any magic damage or spirit leech or anything like that to deal with the Banshees or any sort of ethereal units is a bit of a shame. In the sky here, we're going to see the Stroggy Ghoul King as well as the Terror Goose. The Terror Goose is really struggling. It's going to be a couple of shots away here from going down. If we can manage to get the Gunnery Whites out and start shooting, taking down the Terror Goose could be super important. Nicer breath attack here down on the Gunnery Whites. And unfortunately here, as much as it's really nice to have Death Guard polearms, it really shortens up your army. As you can see, the Fellbats here are going to be fighting at full capacity, even though they're on negative leadership. Love to see it. And they're going to be shutting down the Gunnery Whites. We do actually have the Sartosa Free Company Militia. They will be coming through.
As long as we draw breath, they will die!
And it should allow the Gunnery Whites to get away, but he's going to be getting attacked here by the double entity whilst they keep healing. And unfortunately here, losing your Lord early on means that there's going to be no healing for the Sartosa. Gunnery White here is going to be in some serious trouble. A nice scab scrape here to deal with these annoying little bats would be helpful. But in the back here, we are going to have some more Graveguard and zombies, with a second unit of zombies be able to come around and deal with all of this. And that's going to be GG's here for the Vampire Counts, and well played from AC Moore, showing how good he is here with Vampire Counts. Fantastic stuff. Alright, well played here from Mr. AC Moore. And I like the build here from Takayaki, just struggling with a bit of the magic damage. And here it was a bit of a gamble for AC Moore bringing the double Banshee, but it paid off. It really, really paid off. They just soaked up damage. But 180 damage value for the polearm, 1.7 and 1.5 for the gunnery whites. This is exactly why you bring them here in this matchup. 150, 150, the front line just really struggling. 18, 16, 18, 400 and 230 here for the, 298 for the Sartosa Free Company. I really like these for the Sartosa. And I was like, you're going to get 1.3 and 1000 for the Bloody Reaver decks. So for the 2 units of deck gunners, you're going to be having 550 and also 605 damage value. For Strong Eagle, you got 2,400, 600 and 500 here for the Banshee. You're also going to be having 114 kills for 50, 115 for 430, and 310 here for the Crypt Ghouls. 970, 163 kills, 488, and 129 for 1,300 for the Sternsmen. The bats here being just dreadful, 300, 240, and 270, as well as here for the Terror Goose getting 2,300, and yeah, some good support there from the Corpse Cart of Bellfire. Wicked, wicked stuff. So let's get in Mr. Bob Tresh. I can't see him here. So it's going to be Bob Tresh up against 4 Poland. So neither of you guys are online, so just jump in when you're ready. Hi, Parkerilla. How you doing? What's going down so far? What's going down so far is I'm slowly falling apart due to hay fever. And other than that, we're now into the semi-finals. So we're going to be having Lizardmen up against Lizardmen. We're going to be having 4 Poland up against Bob Tresh. And then we'll be having AC Moore fighting Mr. Ice Power. So Mr. 4 Poland is in. Our stream can't see, but 4 Poland says hello. Hello, stream. Right, let's have a little look here. You guys have certainly been chatting about certain things. So let's have a look. There are other builds for HE other than just one. I personally like HE into Wood Elves. I think HE into Wood Elves certainly favours Wood Elves. I think actually, yeah, I can agree. I think Silver and Guard are a fantastic option in their matchup. There's lots of magic damage here from the Wood Elves. But there are also options from the Wood Elves that also will allow you to get through that. But then also you've got to poke through them as well. So a good Wood Elf player will always see your Lord. Or hide him and not support battle. Any fireballs or can be great. I think the top level is where you see Wood Elf struggle the most, I think. Mid-high level and top level, you see the big disparity. You can see some very good Wood Elf players struggling against High Elves just because it is pretty High Elf favoured. There are some builds that are very difficult to pick apart as a Wood Elf main. Silver and Guard are one of those units that are just super tough to take apart. They're super tanky, they have 30% magic resistance, they are just such a pain. And I agree with Zypher, I think they can out-sustain Wood Elves. And also, if you just go mass archers in the back, you just go cheap and you just go wide, it's super nice. How you doing, Blackthorn? How you doing, Gorg Yorg? Apologies for you guys that are joining. Just so you're aware, I'm really, really ill. Hay fever has kicked my butt this morning, and I'm struggling. So I've been taking my medicine to... it'll take a little while, but I've been taking my medicine to try and get better. Should take a couple of days though for it to like kick in properly before I can like be back to normal with streaming. But I'm trying my best, so you might hear a few sniffs here and there, unfortunately. So hopefully that doesn't put you off too much. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Just got a screen blocker at the moment because we've got for Poland and Bob Treshin at the moment. These boys are just going to be they're just going to be picking their armies, which would be pretty fun. But how are we both doing? How are we doing Gorg Yorg and how are we doing Blackthorn? Yeah, I'm pretty ill. Also, it's super warm in here. No, I don't have COVID. No, I don't have COVID. It's 100%, 100% hay fever. 100%. But I get tested like 3 times a week for COVID, so I'm fine. It's still a pretty shitty phase with lots of work. Ah, I feel that, dude. I feel that so much, Blackthorn. You have no idea. I feel that so much. So much. It's painful. When work's kicking your butt. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I've taken... you normally, with the hay fever, you normally just have to take a couple of tablets, and it takes a couple of days. And then it can, like, really kick in and really help you recover. But, like... it's pretty sad in the household, right? So the other girl we live with, she, she's fine. She's fine with it all. And me and Ducky are just dying. Like, we're on the couch, both of us just in tears, coughing, sneezing, dying. And she's just there with, like, a nice cup of tea, chilling, relaxing. I miss playing Warhammer on a daily basis. Yeah, dude, I wish I could play more. Like, there are times I'm like, oh yeah, I should have a free moment in a minute, and then all of a sudden I come back and I'm like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to prep for this, I have to organise that, I've got this work to do, that work to do. So I totally feel it, man. It's pretty painful. But you'll get back into it once like work comes down a bit. You'll get back into it. You'll jump back into the scene. Like, yeah. You know, I think also, like, you know, once the new DLC comes in as well, that'll be pretty fun. Some nice stuff for you to get back into it all. Yeah, dude, honestly, it's the saddest sight. Like, you'll see me and Ducky just on the couch. Yeah, you'll see like you hear like sad quacking noises from the living room, right? When we're just sat there like just feeling like ultimately sorry for ourselves on the couch. Same, dude. I really want to be well for Friday. I really want to be well. So I'm super excited for that. I've got a really cool picture, hopefully. And I'm going to try and make it like a really awesome stream. And I'm hoping there's going to be 2 prizes. I'm hoping there's going to be 2 prizes for Friday. I hope there's going to be 2. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's massively VP favoured. Massively VP favoured, CJ. Tremendously VP favoured. I would say by far it's their worst matchup. Well, some things for you in summer. Do you mean, Carol, do you mean some things will change for me in the summer? Like for my Oh, I'm doing the Battlemania Invitational on Friday, Call Umbrella. But welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Battlemania Invitational, so it'll be the end of Season 3, so the top 8 players will be playing for, hopefully, 2 prizes. I haven't announced it yet, but there should be 2 prizes for that day. Which should be some really, really cool stuff. I think for the summer, me and Ducky are going to be pretty active. I'm not going to speak too much on his behalf, but on my behalf, I should be pretty active. I've got 2 holidays booked, but when I do go on holiday, there'll be content still. Like, you guys will have content. I'll be prepared for that. So obviously, the more video you guys are sending in, the more of your videos they're going to come out, because we're going to need lots of content soon. Yeah, so just be prepared for that. Yeah, same, dude. I was actually going to try and join a couple of your tournaments, Call Umbrella. So if anybody that doesn't know, Call Umbrella is also another. I believe you're a YouTuber. Is that correct, Call Umbrella? You don't do Twitch, do you? But I think he's another YouTuber that's also doing lots of tournaments. So make sure you check out Call Umbrella. If you want to go see some of his stuff, his stuff, I believe, you can go into my Discord and you can check under community resources where he can leave a link to his Discord, and then under other tournaments there should be stuff from Call Umbrella and Human Boy. So go ahead and check those out. I think I'll totally see how it goes. But in theory, like, if you guys are wanting as many streams as you're wanting at the moment, and people are as active as they are currently in the summer for Warhammer, I will keep the Warhammer going as much as I possibly can. But I will go on holiday. You know, I have a plan to go to 2 different places. I plan to go to Switzerland, and I plan to go to the Bahamas for 2 different weddings, so that should be pretty fun. I think they're going to be at least a week each, so there'll be, you'll miss me for a week with no live streams. But for those that I am available and those I am around for and I'm not working, you'll certainly be getting lots of... Oh, cheers, Blackthorn. Yeah, there's the Discord's down there for you guys. I'd like to check out my Discord as well. So throughout the summer, there will be lots of content as well. There'll be lots of live streams like we're doing now currently. So if that's what you all want in the community, that's what I'll provide. Oh, I didn't know you were from Switzerland, Cypher. I love my job, Caradoc. I love it. If I could make it more full-time, I would. The only thing that's kind of holding me back from the whole being a little bit more... Like, for example, at this particular moment, the reason I can't be like this for all the time, which you will see a bit of a change very soon, is the fact that I would need a bit more financial support income to allow me to do this more often. Where I could, I could do 3-4 tournaments every single week. I'd need some sort of income support to do that, and it's something I would love to do, and it is kind of my goal eventually at some point. If everybody loves my content enough, that would be my goal, to have that opportunity. I think me and Ducky have a very similar target in mind. We love doing this. We talk about this every single day, and we come up with really cool ideas for you guys to play in tournaments and have some good fun. So at some point in my life, if it becomes sustainable, it's something that I will transition to for sure. But for now, unfortunately, there's certain things obviously I have to focus on. But that's what it all comes down to. But at the moment, I'm still loving it for what it is, and you guys have made my experience with this so amazing. So thank you all for that. I really do. Really does mean a lot. Like, you might not think it, but it really does mean a lot. But for the Lizardmen, we're going to be having 2 units of Community Skinks here on the left with those Javos. And we're going to be having three chameleon skinks in the front and 2 units of chameleon skin cohorts. I don't know why I keep thinking these are chameleon skinks, man. I need to get myself sorted with these lizardmen. But 2 units of temple guard in the front as well, very good there for the bonus plus large, anti-large, and the skink chief in the front, and 2 more units of skin cohorts of javelins on the right. We're going to be having some razor hunting packs in the back, 2 units, as well as a Bastillodon with a feral carnosaur and a life slam. So the life slam here. See what he's going to be having. He's going to be having the banishment, as well as the shield of the old ones, aura of Quetzal for the armor and melee defense, regrowth, earthblood, cold-blooded, and arcane conduit. So that's going to be in the blue here for Bob Tresh, and in the black we're going to be having some Saurus Warriors with shields. Looks like 5 units. 3 units of the Razordon hunting packs, very good for that armor piercing. And looks like we're going to have the ROR max on barbs for that poison as well. We're going to have the triple chameleon skinks. We're also going to be having some feral cold ones. Looks like 3 units of feral cold ones, very good for the AP, very quick flanking armor piercing cold ones. Also going to be having a slant of light. Very interesting here. Looks like he prefers the slant of light, which is still a good one. It will have banishment as well as that shield of the old ones, the armor, the blood statue, as well as Net of Amintok and Fea's protection with cold-blooded and a greater arcane conduit. But you're not going to have that healing, which is a bit of a painful. Also, you can have the nice poke here from the skink chief. The skink chief can certainly be very painful. The skink chief there, which is pretty much halfway to a unit of Razor hunting packs, it will come down to the difference between the two. You're certainly going to have a lot more bulk here in the front line from the black side of for Poland, but on the left side, you're going to have some more of those big boys and the healing. You've got the double temple guards, and here you do need to get your value. You need to make sure your Razordon hunting packs can outtrade their Razordons, and also you need to get the maximum value out of your Bastillodon solar engine. I wouldn't actually mind seeing the Bastillodon shoot after the slant of light, get rid of some of that winds and magic, and see if you can really do some good stuff there. I think there's a bit of a bait in the front here with the slant. I think the slant's being pushed onto, so maybe try and see if Bob can get a nice surround, but at the moment he is getting wrecked. He has been netted, and he will get targeted. He's been targeted very heavily, which is going to force the temple guard forward. Shield of the old one's going down. Shots going here up against the backline pocket with a banishment as well. I think the banishment is not going to go off, unfortunately. One dead skink, one dead Razordon there on the floor. Looks like the Connosaur is going to be the back fighting. The Connosaur here, lots of AP for the Feral Colds, and also the nice AP for the hunting packs. So we are going to have a banishment here up against the temple guard with the armor of Quetzal going down. It looks like here the Slant Priest of Life did take a little bit too much unnecessary damage. And in the back here we are going to start losing some community skins from Bob Tresh. We have the Razordon hunting pack in the back that have also been hopped onto here by some Saurus Warriors, as well as the Feral Cold ones. I really like this build here from coming in here from For Poland. I really do like his build. It is actually excellent. If you can utilize the Feral Cold ones nicely, they do rampage almost instantly. You touch them and they rampage, but if you can control them and keep them busy and keep them away from being shot, they can be super helpful. Shots going down in the pocket here from the Bastillodon up against some units of Amaxon Barbs. Amaxon Barbs can certainly wreck Bastillodon solar engines, but they have to be focused. Very injured Slant of Life there for a Bob. Could actually be targeted here by the Amaxon Barbs. I don't know if they actually know. No, they don't have Stalk. They don't have Stalk. But it looks like it's going to be netted in the middle. The Feral Carnosaur is going to be getting hit pretty hard, I imagine. We have all sorts of boys going down in the front here. Shots getting linked straight into the Slant of Life. And coming through. Oh my god, are we going to see some slant on slant action? Oh, I think we are. Here we go, boys and girls. This is what we're all here for. We're here for some toilet on toilet action, and these boys are coming in for the kill. Look at this. Blue on green, and this boy is coming in. And listen, the alpha male here just showing this lifeline who is the true boss, and these boys are going at it. What you didn't see before the battle is this guy was just having a go at this guy, and it's a mess now. Shield the old one's going down, and as you can see, the lifestyle was talking absolute smack, and he got bent over here by the light caster, and that's how it goes. Listen, you don't talk smack here in the slant industry, you get destroyed for it. In the back though, the Feral Carnosaur pretty healthy. It's going to be a bit of a shame you aren't going to lose the light caster there. Regrowth could go down on himself. Has that gone? Yeah, so Regrowth has gone down. So he's going to be able to heal. So I'm sure there's going to be a showdown too. It's going to be like, you know, ding ding round 2 boxing. Maybe get these boys over here in a minute, see if they got something to show off for themselves, but it doesn't look like it for now. But in the back, you are going to have the Bastillodon solar engine shooting into some of Amaxon Barbs. These boys are just ginormously annoying. You're also going to have the Feral Cold ones, which should be able to comfortably shut down the Skink cohorts with javelins. They're just going to be leaping there. Oh my god, one of them literally got dragged in the mouth. That's fantastic. There's some good work there. Big shots coming in the back from the Bastiladon. Needs to max some barbs to take the punishment. Here in the pocket, it's going to be a very nice banishment here on the nice Temple Guard and the cheap skink cohorts. Really going to be helping out the Source Warriors, which have fierce protection. So it looks like here, looks like the Alpha Slan Priest is going to be just rolling dirty here in this pocket, whilst the Bait is going to be sent in the back, you know, licking its wounds. In the middle though, we are going to have the Source Warriors. Shield's going to be coming to do the absolute beating on the Skink Chief. This boy does not know what's going on. Oh my god, he 360 no-scoped one of the Saurus in the face. But here we go, his brother's going to come through and teach him a lesson for that. And he's getting absolutely dominated. These boys, I actually love them in the green. They look really sick, actually. They're coming through this like nice orange and green. It looks really awesome. But now they're going to get kited to death, so 360 no-scope's going to come from the later stages of this game. And they're going to be using certain units of Saurus to push off some Skink Cohort Javelins, but they need to really help deal with some of the other elite units in the pocket here. We need to start taking down the Terror-causing Feral Bastiladon. As we can see, we're going to be charging in here from the rarely seen Feral Cold ones. They have some pretty good AP, nothing amazing, but their leadership is just so garbage that you don't normally see them. Big players in the industry, such as Ducky and stuff, don't really use them, same as Bob, they kind of think they're garbage. But as you can see here, I think For Poland is going to come in. He wants to prove that the Lightcaster is the alpha male here in the Slan industry. And oh, Shield of the Old Ones is going to be going down here. But a net going down on the Slan. Now, come on, For Poland. Do it for the people. Do it for the people. Show him who is the true alpha male here. In the back corner, looks like we do have some maximum barbs. Cold-blooded going down on them. So they're going to be shooting here into the Slan Mage. And here we go. For Poland's doing it. He's doing it for the people. Coming in with that excellent charge bonus of 14 here from the Slan of Light. Is he going to come through? This is the battle we have come for. Look at this. Absolutely exceptional. Coming in with those nice magic attacks. He's going to get chased by the Bastiladon. No, you ruined it. Bob, you ruined it. But no, it looks like the Slan of Life is going to get away just about. He's got 72 HP. How is this guy not broken? That's fantastic. But balance of power here going to be in... I think he's going to be in the for Poland's favour here. The Skink Chief in the middle is going to be just about surviving. 360 here up against the Saurus Warriors. But in the back here, we actually have some raids on the hunting packs. They'll teach him a lesson very, very quickly. Looks like we did actually have Aura of Quetzal going down for the armor. He's going to have 200 HP. He has broken, and I think it's going to very quickly be a balance of power win here. But the boys in black, which is a really nice army here. I really like that from For Poland. I think it's actually really well designed. It has some really good, cool ideas behind it. And what it actually really came down to is some pretty cheap units. But it came down to the, if I can find them, the feral gold ones. The really, really cheap ones. They're super easy to rampage, but if you protect them, they're just excellent at taking care of like cheap skin cohorts. They're really good at taking care of the very, very annoying chameleon skinks. They have 90 speed, they're a pain in the arse, and once they've rampaged and they've got close to the right target, they're so good at cleanup. It's so annoying. Let's say like Bob is going to be losing his Raid on hunting packs in the back here, as we have some nice chameleon skinks chasing. A net going down on the Skink Chief, and here we go. All the boys here that he was 360 no-scoping are going to come in and finish him off for that punishment and teach him who the boss is. So it looks like here the Alpha Slan has come through for the victory, and well played to For Poland. As we can see here, get a nice big victory. He's going to be screaming that he is the dominant Slan here in the sub-faction tournament. Awesome, awesome stuff. But for Poland, he's got a few units to clean up. I don't know what he's going to use to clean up the Bastiladons. We do have some chameleon skinks. The slime can certainly do some work. If you, I'm not too sure what damage value. He does have his ability, so he should he might be able to use the Blood Statuette Spike maybe, but he doesn't have too much kite left here. You do have some regional hunting packs. They'll comfortably clean him up. Just get the regional hunting packs in and shoot him, and that should be GG's. I would have thought. There's going to be nothing left to shoot here from the Bastiladon Solar Engine. So you can see these boys here are going to be flicking their tails. Let's get in here. I think these are super cool to watch. I really love the regional hunting packs. Like when they flick their tails, they look super cool. Looks like here the community skin's going to be trying to block for the community skins of Bob. Bob really needs to protect this Bastiladon, but we only have 34 speed here. No, not 34 speed. Are these like 50-ish? Oh, 70 speed here from the Razordons. So they've been netted there, so some good work. from the community skins. They should be able to fling in now and destroy the Bastiladon. Let's get in and watch these boys, because I love their flicks. Hopefully we can see a flick before we finish this match, but show me a flick. Yeah, look at that. I just love the way they like flick their tails and like the barbs come out. It looks so cool, but awesome stuff. Slant on slant action is peak Warhammer. It's what we've all come here to see, and like indeed CJ, he got bent over indeed. Now that was a match of the ages, and I might have to save that. Might have to save that. But 1.4k damage value here for the Slan, and the beta Slan here getting 650. So if we go through here for the rest of the armies, we're going to be having 670, 500, 660, 520, and 460 for the Saurus Warrior Shields, 990, 1100, and 420 for the Chameleon Skinks. As you can see here, the Feral Cold ones coming 520, 620, 320, and 844. So they're a bit of a gamble, but I really, really like them when they're utilized well. They're such a pain in the ass to deal with. But 1,350 here from the Razor Hunting Packs, 1,280, and here 1,000 from the Amaxon Barbs. You can see here 400 damage value for the Chameleon Skink. This boy was just throwing and yeeting stuff all over the place, but he did get taught here by the boys. The boys came up and slapped through. But 850 for the Temple Guard, 444, and 280, as well as 630. Good stuff from the Chameleon Javelins. 250 and 300 from the Skin Cohorts. Why am I calling them Chameleons, man? This cold's got to my head, bro. 1,170 though for the Chameleon Skinks. 500 and 290. 440 and 800 for the Raged on Hunting Packs. These boys just got focused because there's only 2 up against 3, and then you also have like the same kite here, and you also have the Feral Cobb ones in the back. The Carnosaur 780, he got a bit isolated down in the middle, but nearly 2,000 damage value for the Bastiladon Solar Engine. Really nice stuff from there. I think the Bastiladon is really good in this matchup. I really do. But well played. It looks like Bob Trish actually got handed to here by Full Poland with the superior Slan. Love to see it. GG's indeed. GG's indeed. Well played, Bob. I love the Slan on Slan action. That really got the stream going. I really got the stream going. Alright, so I'm going to be having Ice Power. And more. Get ready, so we're going to be having some Dark Elves here up against some VC. So I'm pretty sure that favors the Dark Elves for sure. Sorry boys, I'm gonna have to kick you here. Don't take it personally. Love you both, but see you later. And let's have a look. Let's get in. I don't think more was online, but Ice Power should be. There's Ice Power. Yeah, cool. No, GG's indeed for Poland. I really liked your build, dude. I really liked your build. I also love the fact that you got your Slan in there. You got your Slan of Light, and you just really showed off that he is the Alpha Slan. I would have finished him with the Amber Spear. Oh, Zypher, you've never seen a picture of Slan standing up. They look super weird, dude. But yeah, they do have little legs. They do have little legs. They do actually sit. They're not just like little blobs. They are like frogs, I think. They're like built off like frogs. So imagine that. What are you visiting in Switzerland? I actually don't know. I'll find out for you. But we're going to some mountains with a massive lake, and we're having like a lake wedding. My God, what is wrong with me today? Ice Power, the betrayer, slayer of fellow XMT. Oh no, he's using I forgot he's using Archeon. I can't remember what he called him. He called him something in here. Let me have a look. Oh, he called him Archie. Oh, of Archeon. Okay, fair enough. I'll allow that. Right, let's get a nice picture going. I had a really nice one here from, is it this one from Caradoc? Yeah, I like this one. This one looks super cool. This picture kind of reminds me of Vermintide. Don't know why. Just does. Yeah, it's kind of like really cool. We've got a wake letting. a lake wedding in Switzerland, and then there's going to be a beach wedding in the Bahamas. So, you know, I'm happy for both the invites, you know. Ah, Mr. AC Moore is in with Mr. Ice Power. Awake Letting does sound interesting, indeed. This should be interesting. We're going to be seeing Archeon going up against... I can't remember. It should be... yeah, it should be Henrik Keller, I think, for AC Moore. I don't know what sub-faction this is. What's his sub-faction? I can't remember, but yeah, he's got Heinrich Keller, so that should be pretty interesting. I think this is going to be extremely difficult for Ice Power. I don't know how he's going to pull this out. It's going to be extremely interesting for sure. This is a really tough matchup this is a really tough matchup for Chaos. Sorry, I had to do an interview, just hosting tournaments now. Started editing videos last week. Cool. Well, feel free to check Mr. Cool Umbrella out, everybody. Make sure you go onto YouTube. I believe it's YouTube, and check out Cool Umbrella, and also check my Discord. You can hop into the Discord, and you can find his content there. All of his tournaments and stuff. For sure. So the second semi-final here with Ice Power up against AC Moore. Should be pretty interesting. I'm excited. It's going to be on Oakenhammer. I don't really know what the Dark Elves have in the back pocket here to deal with all of this. It should be pretty interesting. I'm sure Ice Power's going through his stuff on his stream. So Ice Power does stream as well. For those that don't know, he was actually streaming his site of the tournament. So it should be pretty interesting for him. And yeah. He'll be playing with Archeon, and I'm sure he's going to need lots of armor piercing. But dealing with some of those... there's going to be lots of chaff here. And there's going to be lots and lots of infantry to deal with. And that is something that you can really struggle with if you are Chaos. Lots of fear, which you can be really struggling here for like Marauders, etc. And yeah, it can be pretty painful. It can be pretty painful. Alright, looks like Ice Power is ready. And I think we're going to be pretty close here with Moore. I think we're going to be pretty close. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that Heinrich Keller actually comes with Krell, I believe. I can't find out Cool Umbrella's channel. I want to check those vids. Mr. Umbrella, do you want to link your YouTube here on the chat? Or Twitch? I don't know which one you do. Oh, it's BBV's official YouTube and Twitch. Oh, okay. Feel free to link it here in the chat, buddy. That's fine by me. Alright, looks like we're both ready, so let's pop into it. Alrighty. So let's pop into this. So we're going to be on Oakenhammer. We're going to have Ice Power with the Chaos up against AC Moore with the Vampire Counts. Heinrich Keller up against Archaon for quite the interesting showdown. Let's pop in with the nice Heinrich Keller. So we're going to be having 2 units. Oh, we're going to have the Dire Pack Wolves here for the bonus as large and anti-large. And as well here, we're going to have a unit of the Dire Wolves. We'll have some Blood Knights, but that 3 units of Blood Knights to be more specific, and 4 units of the Graveguard. Great weapons, very good at dealing with the armor piercing and anti-infantry. In the front line, we'll be having some good zombies, looks like 5 units to be specific, and we're going to be having Heinrich Keller, who should be quite interesting. Heinrich Keller is going to be on his steed. You'll be having the Lord of Undeath for the Summon of Krell. Cloak of Mist and Shadows, giving that 75% physical resistance, as well as Strider. And we'll also be having Death Unresurgence, Raise the Dead, Dance Macabre, as well as Invocation of Nehek, Chaos Tombblade, and also Curse of the Undeath. For the Big Bad Chaos, we'll be having some Chaos Lords with the great weapons, as well as some Chaos Warriors with great weapons in the front line, and made like a couple of units there. And another unit of Chaos Marauders. We're going to have the Big Bad Dragon Ogre Shaggoth here. This boy is very, very terrifying. Bonus for large, anti-large armor piercing with the nice terror. And Archaon the Ever-Chosen on foot. He's going to be having Burning Head, Fireball, and Kindle Flame. We'll be having these lovely big Chaos Halberds. These boys are, the warriors here are looking very exceptional. More of throwing axes here in the back. So there's going to be lots. So we're going to have 2 units of throwing axes and 3 units of Horse Masters. As well as the Demon Spew. Oh, I missed out on the Demon Spew. These guys are pretty cool looking. Look at these green boys. They look disgusting. I love it. These boys will be having, of course, the Swarm of Flies, some good melee attack, and Frenzy with that physical resistance. So, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good in general. So the boys in blue here are going to be moving forward. It's going to get pretty interesting as the game goes on. Alright, so let's go. So it looks like over here on the left flank we are going to have some Marauder throwing axes. They're going to be going into the Graveguard. Really not so much the Graveguard can do about it. 27 speed for them. So they're going to try and split up a little bit. That's not a bad idea. They're going to be splitting up, trying to make sure some of those throwing axes do miss. But some of the boys here are going to be kiting back. You need to get as much value here as possible for the Marauder Horse Masters and co. This is really where like doggos can be quite useful, and also Fellbats. Fellbats can be so annoying at shutting down some of these entities. Blood Knights only have 70 speed as far as I'm aware. This has changed. No, 70 speed, yep. So they're pretty slow for Cav. They do have that missile resistance, and when they're not in melee combat. When they're not in melee combat, they get 22% damage resistance. You have lots of speed, 90 speed from the Marauder throwing axes. Horse Masters have more armor as well, but they'll also be having that 90 speed with those javelins. They are certainly painful to deal with. It's going to be a bit of a kite here coming from Ice Power and the rest. Good AV here, down up against the Graveguard, and there are some units to deal with Graveguard, but not too much. Heinrich Keller, does he have Gaze in the Gash? He doesn't. Okay. Interesting. No Gaze in the Gash here, so you're not really going to be able to hit Archaon, or maybe try and see if you can hit the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. I think Gaze in the Gash is super powerful. It does cost a lot of winter magic, but it is powerful. So the chaff in the front line has to be a bit careful as well. Doesn't want to move too far in the zone. Doesn't want to get completely depleted whilst waiting for the rest of the back line here to catch up. The Chaos here are really trying to... Oh, Demons are actually pretty quick. They're like 46 speed, I think. Yeah, 46 speed with that poison as well. But they don't want to get caught out here. They're certainly going to be faster than Graveguard. You can almost use them as like an infantry cav unit, like a nice hybrid. 46 speed is pretty quick for foot infantry. Archaon's coming forward, and Burning Head can certainly go down in this direction. Throwing Axes going down here up against the Graveguard. And, well, up against 2 units, actually. Sorry, let me deal with this. Well, looks like it's just going to be a bit of a kite here from the Chaos. They do have a little way to go, and also they can rotate it just a little bit. It's not a bad idea for the Chaos, because otherwise they will probably lose if they just take a full-on engagement. But look at that on the hit there. You're going to be seeing that both sides taking some massive damage from the Chaos Warriors as well as the Graveguard. And Graveguard should win this in theory, but lots of shots coming in over the top as well should really be helpful. And certain units will come through into the pocket, such as the Graveguard there in the middle. They're going to be coming through, and they're going to take some damage as they're going to be a single entity on their own. I think they have 27 speed, so they're pretty slow. Maybe a rear charge here up against some Chaos Warriors. A great weapons might be quite nice to get that nice force around. Burning Head go down in the front pocket here, overcasted by the looks up against the Graveguard. Great weapon, some nice damage value there. Invocation of the Heck is needed over here. Cycle charging coming in from the Marauder Horsemen from Ice Power. And some nice charges here coming in from the Blood Knights. We also managed to get the Dire Pack Wolves in. The Dire Packs are going to be catching on top of some of these Marauder Horse Masters. And with the bonus of large anti-large would be some good damage value. You're going to get the Dragon Ogre Shagoth coming in as well. Not much here to deal with large, apart from the Blood Knights. Blood Knights keep cycle charging here up against the Dragon Ogre Shagoth. Could be some nice, good damage value. In the pocket, we are going to be having Helmut Keller fighting up against units of Chaos Warriors with great weapons. And it's going to be very handy here as we do have a nice cycle charge in the back from the Blood Knights. They're going to be really cleaving apart the Demon Spew. We have Archeon in the middle as well. Archeon's going to come over and help here with Dragon Ogre Shagoth. These two will be holding hands. Wherever one goes, the other will follow, I'm sure. As you can see here, the Graveguard are going to be struggling. Undeath Resurgence as well as Dance Macabre are going down there. Graveguard have managed to break some Chaos Warriors with great weapons. The balance of power here will be favouring just about, which is a little bit surprising, the Undead. Not too sure why it's favouring the Undead, really. A lot of the infantry is struggling from the Chaos, but I don't think it's enough for them to be pulling in balance of power. Heinrich Keller is not known as a melee combatant either, so having him fight in the pocket is not super helpful. Also, when you've got the Dragon Ogre Shagoth, that targets Heinrich Keller, he will go down in a matter of seconds. The problem here with also 5 units of Skirmish Cav is going to be very busy on the micro, and I think the Dragon Ogre Shagoth here targeting up against Heinrich Keller would have been perfect, but it looks like it's going to get pulled out. They are going to be losing their Chaos with the Halberds. Those warriors are going to be super important there. But on the right, some Chaos Marauders with great weapons fighting up against zombies. Even there, they're not doing brilliant. Burning Head going down. It's also going to be hitting the zombies, both units, and also going straight through the Graveguard. Great weapons. We are going to be having Krell fighting up against Archeon. Krell is going to be bonus massage, anti-large, and armor piercing, so it will be brilliant at dealing some damage here up against the nice big Dragon Ogre Shagoth. I didn't see where that big boy went. Oh, there he is. He's over here. So he's come over to help. I'm not sure why he's come over here. He's come over here to deal with the zombies. Maybe he's just trying to run away from the cavalry. I really don't know. The Bands of Power now massively favouring the VC. Some healing could be quite nice, but we looks like we're going to have some zombies to intercept the Chaos Marauder great weapons. And I think that's going to be a pullout here from Ice Power. How are we doing, Knighthood? I have to change my daily routine, always an hour and a half late. No worries, buddy. I'm super ill today, dude, so don't worry. You're not missing out on too much. Share the link for the BBB channel. I'm interested. Yeah, feel free to share the link, dude. Yeah, so valiant defeat here from the Chaos Warriors. I thought they had it. I think if he kited just a little bit longer, he might have stood more of a chance. But he really had to hit the Blood Knights. He had to get those throwing axes to deal with the Blood Knights. I think 3 units of the throwing axes would have been very good at doing some good damage up against the Blood Knights. But if they're not engaged in melee, they do get that 22% missile resistance. Yeah, GG's well played. It's a super hard matchup for Chaos. It's their worst matchup by far. It's the worst matchup by far. But some excellent stuff, and well played to Ice Power. He did really well, and he streamed it. So if you guys do want to go see his point of view, you can go check him there out on YouTube as well. So that should be pretty fun for you guys. Alright, so in the final here, we get Mr. For Poland in. He will be up next in the final, which should be really, really fun. So 80 more going through to the final, as well as For Poland. Now, are we going to see the Alpha Slime come in? Now, that could be the play. We're going to play on Outdorf Outskirts, which I think kind of favours the Lizardmen. I can't see him online, so that's a bit of a shame. No, I could agree with that, Blackthorn. I was a bit surprised with the army. Like, there was no Fellbats, so there was nothing like that to really, like, shut down. No real Sky build either. Like, there was no Dragon in the Sky. There was no Terror Goose, because they really struggled to deal with that. Really struggle. Really, really struggle. It is a tough matchup. If you are Chaos, you need to ban VC every time. VC is a pretty strong faction, to be fair. You can certainly call VC a very, very strong B or a good A. They do Norscan javelins. They do, and Norsca. I like Norsca into VC. It's a really, really fun matchup. It is super fun. That's true. There was no Mortis as well. Let me go deal with my my ill self, and I will be right back. Alright, gentlemen, so welcome to the final. Let's get on with it. I would say VC is the third best faction. Really? I don't think I would. I would say they don't break top 4, in my personal opinion. I think Greenskins at the top. Then you have... I don't even think they break top 5 for me. I think Greenskins are better. I think Bretonia's better. I actually still think Lizardmen's better. And I also think... probably Wood Elves. I think Wood Elves are better. I really, really like Wood Elves. At the top end of the game, Wood Elves are super effing strong. They are so strong. They are super, super, super duper strong. Also, ignore how I spent gentlemen. Okie dokie. So just sorting out some logistics here.
With eToro's copy trader, you can...
No, GG's indeed. It was fantastic stuff from Moore. It was a good build for sure. How you doing, Chunky? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I'm struggling here. Yeah, I'm really, really struggling. I've been hit with hay fever really hard. GG Ice, no air squad allowed. Yeah, I think actually 2 manticores might. No, probably not still. But I can see why you didn't bring manticores or anything like that. Yeah, I think Turin did say a while ago that they can be a good beginning faction, but they have their pros and cons. But there is something nice as a new player that you don't have to be too attentive on range, etc. But there are super important parts of their build that you do have to be very attentive to, for sure. Also, I thought it was really brave that Ice Power didn't go with any like aspiring champions, because any units that are ethereal there for more would have been really deadly. Triple BK is very strong. BK. I can't remember BK. Take 4 AP Horsemen. Such a meme, dude. Oh, Blood Knights. Silly boy. Yeah, Blood Knights are devastational in that matchup. They are pretty strong. Pretty strong. Maybe not in this matchup, methinks. Triple Blood Knights are very difficult to deal with. That's true. If you've got an opponent that's got really good micro, they will dodge, yeah. But I think he was a bit winky there, eh? I think throwing axes, the problem with throwing axes, of course, they're a bit slow. A bit slow. No problem, dude. Nah, VZ players rely on healing too much to dodge. I like that. Apologies for my ill self. Oh, I feel awful. I'm sorry to say, I would love to continue the stream today and do some stuff afterwards, but I think I will call it this after. Yeah, I think Horsemasters are really nice. Horsemasters are really good. They have some good armor as well, to be fair. They're pretty durable. They have also better range. While throwing axes only have 70 range. You know. Yeah, better arc of fire for sure, Blackthorn. And also, like, they fire just so much straighter as well, which is nice. Alright, in the final, let's hop in. This is the big stuff. Off to conduct another interview. Good luck, have fun, finest. If anyone needs a job in California, hit me up. Great stream, Logic, get better. Thank you very much, dude. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate you hanging out. Guys, as we're going into the final here, the last time I'm going to say it, if anybody here today, apologise for my ill self, but if you are enjoying the content, please leave a big thumbs up. Also subscribe if you are new. It really helps the channel as I'm trying to grow towards that 1,000 subscribers. And also come hang out in the Discord. You guys can check that out in the description, or I'm sure Mr. Blackthorn, who is always lovely and awesome, can drop it there in the chat for you. So you can come join all of the tournaments. At the moment, I'm hosting 3 or 4 tournaments every single week. They're all super fun, and hopefully you guys can come join in and have some really, really cool fun. I've got 4 tournaments next week. I've got the Battlemania finals this Friday, and I should have another tournament on the weekend. Actually, no, I won't. I won't have a tournament on the weekend. I'm away. But yeah, it should be pretty fun. But if I don't, I know certainly that Human Boy SES has some finals this weekend. Does Sword of Ruin work for base missile damage, or is it just base weapon damage? I'm pretty sure it's just base weapon damage, not missile damage. Right, so it looks like we're going to have a Corpse Cart with the Bellfire, 2 units of the Vargols for that regen, regen and AP, 4 units of Bats in the sky, with it looks like Homeric Keller on the floor on his horse. He will be having Krell, as well as the Cloak of Mist and Shadows, Undeath Resurgence, Raise the Dead, Dance Macabre, Invocation of Nehek, the Chaos Toonblade, as well as Curse of the Undeath. We're going to go in with the Double Banshee, and some Graveguard great weapons. There's like 2 units of those with some zombies in the front. Made that 3 units of the Graveguard. 4 units of Graveguard great weapons with lots of cheap chaff on the front. So here, for the Lizardmen, I'm expecting a box, and I think a box is what we're going to get. So some Skin Cohort Javelins with some Temple Guard in the front. 3 units of the Javos. We're going to have the Star Chamber Guardians in the middle. We're going to have a Bastillodon Solar Engine. And we are going to have the Chad. We're going to have the Alpha Slan here today. The big bad boy. He will be having Banishment, as well as Shield of the Old Ones. Aura of Quitzel, as well as the Blood Statuess of Spite. Bronus Time Wolf, which should be interesting. As well as Net of Amantok, Bear's Protection, Cold-Blooded, and Greater Arcane Conduit. We'll also be having some Sacred Courts to go on the back for that magic damage. The Cohort, oh my god, so we're going to have the ROR here today as well. The big boys here with the electric arms. These boys are so cool. Armor Sundering, magic damage, AP, as well as physical resistance. These boys are no joke. Yeah, really, really good stuff from them, as well as also the Sacred Coxagor on the right. So lots of Sacred Coxagor. This should be really, really awesome. Unfortunately, here for the Double Banshee, they're going to get an absolute fisting here from those big punching Sacred Coxagor. Hey, Cocobuffs, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Human Boy here says, amazing human, even better rap. Oh, he's the best rap boy I've seen on YouTube, that's for sure. And some say he has the best. Some say he has the best rat YouTube on in the world. Sword of Ruin increases 22% weapon and it does do missile damage as well. Okay, infused yeah. Infused magic fire. I just wasn't sure if it did base weapon damage. It also includes rain damage. So we're going to have some Fellbats in the sky. They're just going to be circling around trying to find their targets. So it should be quite good there. Fellbat's going to be circling once the rest of the army comes forward, and let's get a nice good POV here of this army. Vargol's going to be getting into position, but the Vargols are really going to struggle here up against the cohort of... Is it Halt? Halt? Or is the T silent? Is it Hull? The cohort of Hull? Not too sure. Not too sure. I'm sure there's a specific way to pronounce these. But look at these boys. They just look awesome with their nice big thunder hammers. They are so awesome, man. They should definitely cause terror as well. I'd be terrified if I saw them. Not quite as electrified, but they're still going to have that good magic damage here. The nice big boxing gloves here on the Sacred Coxagors. So there's going to be some Javos going in the front line, shooting here into the Graveguard great weapons. They have those... Oh, they don't have the silver shields. They don't have silver shields. Okay, it's just going to be these normal ones. They're going to be dropping back and firing again. They have the very nice 46 speed, nearly doubling the Graveguard great weapons. Big shots coming in the front from the Bastillodon. Nothing here to fill up this pocket, so you are just going to have zombies coming through. I'm sure the Skin Cohorts will meet them happily in the middle. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult here for the VC. The Banshees really can't get involved. They're really going to have to tie up the cohort here, as well as the other doubled Sacred Coxagor. These boys just need to be patient and wait in the back. The double are going to be going in. The double are going to be going in, and looks like we have Krell in the back. Krell's going to be brilliant at doing some good damage on the Slion. The Slion does have the armor as well as bonus Time Warp and the shield of the old ones going down. A really nice blob here in this pocket. It looks like here we have the Sacred Grots to go punching in the middle. They're really going to down with the Banshees, and we're also going to be getting a fantastic banishment here in the pocket. Undeath Resurgence going down. We do have the Bastiladon in the back here. He's going to be pretty freed up. He needs to spin around and shoot. But here, as we can see, the Slion is going to be struggling. They could really do with getting the Star Chamber Guardians in to delete Krell. Over here on the right, we are going to see the cohort fighting up against zombies and Graveguard. And on the left, we are going to see some Javelins get their full value and just charge into zombies. It looks like here, Fair's Protection going down. But very healthy in the middle of the Banshees. We really need to start seeing some targeting from the Sacred Crocs to go. They need to take care of these Banshees for sure. Also, the double Vargulfs coming in. They're going to put some punch on as well. You've got to be careful there. In the back, we're having Felbats all over the Alpha Slan, and he's not going to be happy. Looks like in the front we have lost some Temple Guard. These boys have gone down. Have they been terrified? Yes, they have. They've been terrified here by the double Vargulf and maybe the double Banshee as well. Bastiladon will be fighting here as well as the double Vargulf coming after that Bastiladon solo engine. He needs to be in the back here doing some good work. But unfortunately, it looks like here Moore has broken into the pocket and balance of power is going to be going into his favour. Running away here is going to be the Skin Cohorts with Javelins. They still have some Javelins. If they do come back, these boys can do some work. But you have 4 units of healthy Felbats to chase off. Going down here, looks like we're going to have a Dance Macabre overcasting here for that nice area of effect. We do have the Sacred Grots here punching up against the Corpse Cart Bellfire. He does have that regen, but if these boys can take it down, oof, you're going to be losing those stats. We are going to be having the Star Chamber Guardians in the pocket, fighting here up against Graveguard. And it looks like we have some zombies fighting up against the Slan, but he's not going to care. He is the Alpha Slan. He will hold and stand firm. Felbats are going to be helping chase off some of the Skin Cohort Javelins. And looks like the Skin Cohorts are going to be beating the zombies. And the front line's looking okay. Looks like it's just about held here for the Lizardmen. But unfortunately here, running terror is going to be the Vargulfs. These boys are going to be very difficult to take care of. Star Chamber Guardians would have been your best choice to take care of them. Phase Protection is going to be really nice, but the Vargulfs can definitely come in and start slapping the Slant of Light. Sure, the other ones will be going down for that damage negation, which will be really important. And they have so much mass that they can just push through here, and it can be super painful here for the Dinos. But over here on the left, we are going to have the double Banshee. I don't know how Moore has kept these Banshees alive. I really don't know. But you have some Sacred Grots going here with that magic damage. These boys could absolutely thump these Banshees. They could really punch them through to next week. Graveguard are getting wrecked, but they do have that increased melee attack, giving them 55 melee attack, which is really wrecking here up against the Sacred Grots score. They will count as large, but that armor piercing will be exceptional at dealing with those. In the pocket, the double Vargulfs are going to be breaking up against the Slant of Light. The big Alpha Slant has taken the punch here as the Vargulfs have really demoted him down to that beta status. And unfortunately here, I think that's going to be a win for the VC. I was really like rooting here for the Light Slant, but looks like that Alpha status didn't hold up. Yeah, GG's and well played. I don't know how we get those double Banshees alive. I really don't know. I really don't know. But well played. Those double Banshees got in and they did some work, and I don't know how, but well played. Because I even think the Star Chamber Guardians do magic damage, so lucky there. But yes, 865 damage value for the Slan. Alpha Slan, that's going to be his last showing. But 700 damage value for the Temple, 630, and 630 for the Star Chambers. 165, 94, and 250. 990, 960, and 152 kills of 1,100 for the Cohort. With 20 kills of 280 for the Bastiladon solar engine. It looks like here Helmut Keller got 125, 240 and 400 for the Banshees. 570, 1,780 here for the Graveguard, 1,050 for the other Graveguard, and 650 here. The Bats did okay, damage value, nothing serious, but 1.3 and 860 for the Vargulfs. So really awesome stuff there. Well played here to AC Moore. Well done to today's victor, AC Moore. So fantastic stuff. How you doing, Hammond? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for everybody that joined. As I said before, like, comment, subscribe. It is really, really helpful here. Apologies, I was super ill today. I'm going to go and try and take care of myself now and see that I can be ready for Friday. Friday should be really, really cool. It's going to be the Season 3 of Battlemania. It's going to be the finals. So there's going to be 2 prizes, I'm hoping, in the final for whoever comes first and second. Yeah, GG's well played. And just wait up here. We have 2 different streams for you guys today. So if you guys would like to go watch some more multiplayer, you can hop over to Ducky. And here is going to be a Rubber Duck stream. Good stream. I hope the hay fever meds kick in soon for you. I know it's horrible. Yeah, it is horrible. So for Ducky, this is going to be Ducky's stream. So you can head over to Ducky if you want to go see some more. He's going to be doing Alfredo versus Vicious Satsuma. It's going to be a best of 7. So go check that out if you guys want. Or if you want to go see some more campaign stuff, what you can do is you can go head over here where it looks like we have Dame Offensive. So if you want to go see Dame, you can go check her out there. And yeah, drop a beep boop in the chat. And go say hello. Go say welcome and hello from Big Logic. And yeah, go enjoy yourself, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed today. Sorry for being ill. And well played to AC Moore for today's victor. He played excellently well. And yeah, should be really cool. Hopefully on the next one I should be feeling better. And we can come back into this and have a good time. Other than that, guys, take care of yourselves. And I will see you for hopefully a video tomorrow. And Battlemania on Friday.